Jason Little, Lean Change Management, Innovative Practices for Managing Organizational Change. Embark on an engaging journey of organizational transformation with Lean Change Management, Innovative Practices for Managing Organizational Change by Jason Little. This book summary introduces an alternative approach to change management, breaking down traditional methods and shifting towards a more adaptable, feedback-driven, and people-oriented process. The book highlights the importance of working with insights, options, and experiments, provides various tools such as information radiators and the ADKAR method, and offers frameworks like Kotter's 8 Steps and McKinsey's 7S model. Get ready to introduce gradual, adaptable changes and foster a more innovative and collaborative workplace.
The Lean Change Management Cycle. The Lean Change Management Cycle proposes a new method of directing organizational change through 3 stages: insights, options, and experiments. Leading business transformation in incremental steps and involving people who will be most affected by the change is the key. By breaking organizational shifts into smaller pieces and gathering insights from different communities, management can create a feedback-driven change plan. It allows management and staff to understand the dynamics of the organization and react to change in a more controlled, incremental way. Embrace change wisely. Change cannot be controlled, but it can be understood and facilitated using simple tools like information radiators. These tools help you gather insights and detect possible obstacles to change by providing an overview of the situation. By using sticky notes to visually represent progress, you can effectively communicate with your team and replace dull status reports. Embrace change wisely, and use these practical tools to assist you. Running effective meetings with Lean Coffee. Lean Coffee is a productive approach to conducting meetings that initiates open dialogue among those most affected by changes. It operates on facilitating a meeting's thematic agenda by allowing participants to write their questions on sticky notes. All questions are gathered, duplicates removed, and similar issues merged. Voting then takes place to decide which question to discuss first, after which a time limit of, say, 5 minutes, is set to start the conversation. Agile retrospectives are also valuable tools for reviewing project phases, gathering feedback, and comparing results from different teams. By conducting an Agile retrospective, through the happy, sad, or mad question approach, managers can better understand how staff feel about ongoing changes, thus making the change management process more transparent. Emotional responses to changes are natural, and using Lean Coffee helps team members take ownership and drive themed meetings, resulting in successful change management. The ADKAR approach to change. The ADKAR approach is a 5-step model that ensures effective change management. First, create awareness about the need for change, followed by a desire to undertake transformation. Knowledge of how to make the change possible must be supported by the ability to embrace the change, and ultimately, reinforcement to ensure the change is sustained. Using the ADKAR survey is a popular tool to gauge the organization's readiness for change and helps in ensuring all 5 conditions are met. ADKAR emphasizes creating urgency through candid dialogue to ensure successful change management. Introducing change, a lean approach. Learn how lean change management can benefit your company by focusing on solution-driven thinking, generating and assessing options, and using feedback-driven approaches. Are you considering introducing change in your company? Before you jump in, consider your options and the potential benefits for your firm. In the book summary, consider your available choices for introducing change. The author suggests using a lean change management approach that focuses on feedback-driven approaches rather than plan-driven ones. To achieve successful change, the author recommends generating and assessing options to support your company. Dream about the future you want and stop worrying about the present, and ask the miracle question to encourage solution-based thinking. The miracle question asks you to imagine what changed for the better if a miracle happened overnight. It may seem counterintuitive to focus on solutions rather than problems, but it encourages creativity, which is crucial in generating varied possibilities for change. Remember to consider all answers, even the seemingly impractical ones, to review your beliefs and inherent suppositions about the problem. Finally, the author advises using training and development, blogs, newsletters, coaching, and mentoring to support your firm during the change process. By adopting a lean approach, your company can achieve successful change that benefits everyone involved. Evaluating choices for change. Evaluate choices based on cost, value, and disruption. Highlight the most disruptive paths using a graph. Keep in mind the costs and benefits of each option. The desire for change can overcome the challenges. For example, initiating lean coffee meetings requires time and effort, but the benefits can outweigh the costs. Change management simplified. Change management requires full engagement of the team and a thorough assessment of its effects. Heather Stagel, a change management consultant, advises teams to imagine their change as an explosive creating a blast radius. To create a comprehensive map of your blast radius, gather your team, and brainstorm on the possible consequences of change. Utilize sticky notes to differentiate the directly and indirectly affected individuals or departments and highlight the riskiest parts of change. By engaging the entire team in change management, one can ensure its smooth implementation while ensuring maximum benefit to all involved parties. Mapping your sphere of influence. To successfully implement change, identify the stakeholders involved and differentiate those who are supportive from those who might not be. Use a whiteboard or flip chart to map out the change and visualize your sphere of influence. Use lines to connect with others and identify potential change agents. Depicting your sphere of influence helps determine the ease or difficulty of the change, allowing for effective initiation. Lean change management is about fundamentally changing how we think about change. Experimenting for successful change. The book emphasizes the importance of experimenting as a way to implement change in an organization. It suggests conducting these experiments one at a time and following a prepare, introduce, and review sequence. Planning your experiment beforehand using an improvement canvas or a one-page change plan can be helpful. Additionally, creating hypotheses using a template like, we hypothesize by implementing this change, we will solve this problem, which will have these benefits as measured by this measurement, can aid the process. It is important to be explicit about what you want to achieve in each experiment and use simple language that everyone can understand. The book also discourages blindly following a structured change process as a recipe for disaster. Reviewing the planned experiment with the staff and managers who will be affected is also recommended. Measuring success in change initiatives. To effectively measure the success or failure of change initiatives, it is important to establish clear goals and use appropriate measures. These can be qualitative, such as soliciting feedback from team members, or quantitative, such as using surveys to gather data. Leading indicators show progress toward a goal, while lagging indicators track outcomes after a change is complete. It is also important to allow for time between the implementation of a change and the measurement of its results, as people need time to adjust. The author emphasizes the importance of involving team members in the design of change initiatives to increase their support and adoption. In this way, change initiatives should be viewed as experiments in continuous improvement, rather than radical overhauls. Change management frameworks. When working with change management frameworks, consider using Kotter's 8 steps as a recipe for success and McKinsey's 7S model to understand the interconnectedness between hard factors, like strategy and structure, and soft factors, like shared values and style. Disruptive innovation can be beneficial, but disruption for the sake of it is not recommended. These frameworks provide big-picture directions that can be applied to any change management challenge. Instead of sticking to a specific procedure, lean change management suggests garnering insights first and letting them shape the process.
In conclusion, lean change management offers a refreshing perspective on managing organizational change with a focus on encouraging adaptability and people-centered approaches. The book emphasizes the importance of gathering insights, evaluating options, and running experiments while incorporating various tools and frameworks. By adopting this approach, organizations can confidently break down large-scale changes into manageable steps, involve their team members in the transformation process, and create a more conducive environment for continuous improvement and innovation. Embrace the lean change management philosophy and foster a culture of collaboration, learning, and growth in your organization.